Nation. You can follow me on my Instagram at SnowQueenLA.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Man, I keep telling you guys, things keep going from bad to worse in the sport of boxing, and a lot of this is caused by the WBC and the corruption that exists in their organization. Man, I could not believe the news that I was reading when I woke up, finding out that the WBC has just ordered JoJo Diaz to defend against Ryan Garcia. This is the most ridiculous stuff I've ever heard of. And it's so blatant because the WBC already knows the boxing world is going to ask the rhetorical simple question. Why wouldn't you order JoJo Diaz to fight the champion? Or just order the fight, period. Why wouldn't you order Devin Haney versus the number one contender, the mandatory JoJo Diaz? Why are you ordering a mandatory who just avoided the champion to fight another mandatory that avoided the champion? So Ryan Garcia, he was already Devin Haney's mandatory before he had his anxiety attack and decided to just suspiciously pull out of a fight and sit on the bench for a while. So while Ryan Garcia gives up the number one contention spot, JoJo Diaz gets the opportunity to fight for Devin Haney's belt.
You win the fight with Javier Fortuna. You're a mandatory for Devin Haney.
Yeah.
So break it down. You and Devin Haney. What's going to happen?
That's going to be a very, very good fight. Devin Haney is a hell of a fighter. He looked really, really good against Jorge Linares.
Okay, guys, so that was Snow Queen right there interviewing JoJo Diaz. She's the one that's in my intro of this video. Now, do you guys notice Snow Queen is one of the only reporters, and keep in mind, she just started doing interviews. She's like one of the only reporters that asked JoJo Diaz about fighting the champion, Devin Haney. And notice how she asked the question. She asked the question like it was the obvious question. It was the only question you could ask, right? You know why she does it that way? Because unlike old media, all of the men there, she doesn't have an ulterior motive. She doesn't have a hidden agenda. She's doing her job, and she's doing it better than reporters that have been doing this for years. And you guys see how JoJo Diaz responded. He responded like, oh yeah, absolutely. That fight is going to be great. He's a good fighter, etc., etc. He was also talking as if there was no other option. But of course, while he's saying all of these things, his only plan is making the Ryan Garcia fight. So the WBC orders this circle, this continuous circle of fighters that won't fight the champion, mandatories that keep fighting against other mandatories. But listen to what the WBC confessed to before this whole situation. Check this out.
Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. But when I talked to you on the phone correctly, you said to me, you guaranteed me that the winner, whoever the winner was going to be, and if it was Teofimo, that he guaranteed to you that he was going to fight Devin Haney next.
Yes, he has always
That's what he told you. Huh?
He has always said that he wants to fight Devin Haney. That is correct.
But he was supposed to fight Devin Haney next and not Kambosos.
The reality is that the kid Teofimo has always said that he wants to fight Devin Haney. That is correct.
So you guys see how Bill Haney, he put him on the spot right there. And he said, didn't I talk to you on the phone? And you told me that Teofimo guarantees that he will fight Devin Haney if he beats Lomachenko. And did you see how the WBC, he said yes? He confirmed what Bill was saying, but he tried to kind of dance around the question by saying, yes, Teofimo said he wants to fight Devin Haney. Guys, old media has spoiled the WBC so much. They feel that they can do anything they want, and no one is going to ever challenge them. I'm telling you guys right now, the WBC is destroying the sport of boxing. And it's up to us media members to stop the bleeding. To old media, the boxing writers, the reporters. If you guys really care about this sport of boxing, this is your chance right now to be on the right side of history. help end the corruption and take advantage of the platform that you have. I mean, if you're not doing that, what is the purpose of even being a part of the media? I mean, DAZN, they have the Ak and Barak boxing show. And on that show, they continuously say, we do it for the culture. Whose culture? And what culture? I mean, isn't Devin Haney part of the culture? Devin Haney fights on DAZN. And this man gets less respect than Rodney Dangerfield. But I never heard them expose this before. What about the double standards that exist? What about the corruption in boxing? Addressing this on your platform, that's not doing it for the culture? Like I said, I never tell people you got to do something that's going to get you fired, but why wouldn't you at least address it? Knowing that Devin Haney wants to challenge himself, he's daring to be great, he wants to fight the best, but everyone is avoiding him, and you guys are not even talking about that? What culture are they referring to? The only time these guys stick their neck out is when they're defending Canelo. When boxers go on their show and they criticize Canelo Alvarez for what he's been doing, that's when they stick their fists up in the air and start fighting for Canelo Alvarez. They'll tolerate everything else except for you saying something about Canelo Alvarez. And you call that culture? You call that doing it for the culture? Well, if that's the case, I guess Chris Mannix and Max Kellerman, they doing everything for the culture. They doing the most for the culture right now, right? Let's get back to the WBC. I mean, imagine if this was Al Heyman that was running the WBC and he was protecting black fighters from fighting against non-black fighters, changing the rules every day as he goes along. What would you guys say about that? That's a rhetorical question because we already know what you guys would say and what you would attempt to do. Al Heyman hasn't done anything close to what the WBC has done. He doesn't even do interviews, right? We don't even have his views on anything. And yet you still have people like Jim Lampley calling this man the cancer of the sport, the worst thing to ever hit this sport. And now HBO is out of business, at least HBO Boxing. And now Al Heyman is the biggest entity in the sport of boxing. So my point is, if someone like Jim Lampley, with the platform that he had, was willing to go out on a limb to try to discredit Al Heyman, why aren't analysts and reporters doing the same thing when it comes to the WBC? Because more is at stake when it comes to what the WBC is doing, right? I mean, once again, just imagine if there was someone in the NFL, the NBA, that was destroying the sport so much to where we didn't even get to watch the playoffs anymore. It takes maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years to even watch one Super Bowl. Can you imagine if someone was doing that to the sport of football? Can you imagine the outcry that would exist from the media and everyone else? Well, you guys should be reacting to the WBC the same way you would have did it if the roles were reversed or if this was football. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Tony Flow Night. Hey, make sure y'all go download the new album at www.shelltown5records.com. That's www.shelltown5records.com. Flames is all we got.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called L'Eau de Qui Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODeQui.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. Contact them at 704-499-3471 and make sure you follow them on Instagram.